Clipchamp is a very interesting free to use video editor provided by Microsoft. So to get to Clipchamp, all you need to do is to come to clipchamp.com. You can have the online version and you can have the desktop version as well. You can download it and use it on your desktop. Okay, so to get started, all you need to do is to come here or here and say try for free. Okay, and it's going to bring you over to this. Okay, so you can easily click here to create a new video. Okay, create a new video, or you can record something, maybe like your screen record. You can do it with this very software very easily. And then you can get inspired with a number of templates. Okay, down here you have series of templates. If you want to make intros, outros, or you want to make Instagram or YouTube videos, or you want to make social media ads, gaming, you can check multiple things that you can do over here. TikTok videos, all the dimensions are mentioned here, and I captured here exactly according to the requirements that are needed. Marketing videos, sales ads, Facebook ads, sales outreach, travel videos. You can see a number of them and you can customize them from the templates. Okay, so over here you can see recent videos that you have developed or you are working on currently on this very platform. Okay, so you can see different kind of videos that you are recently working on. And over here you can have brand kits, which is for upgraded version. This is for pro version. And then you can have the list of templates also from here, just like we've explained. And you can see list of free templates that you can use, like intros. As you hover over any video, you will be able to see the preview of it. You can easily customize these and make them your own and just input the details accordingly as they are here. Okay, so you can see different kind of samples that you can easily customize to your liking and have it for yourself. Instagram also the same way. You can just hover over and you'll be able to see the preview of the sample of how it's going to be. If you are interested in having this software on your desktop, you can just go ahead and click install desktop app and you will have it installed on your system. But for now, we want to just proceed and just do some basic editing with this very software so that people can have an idea of what it does and what benefits you stand to gain by trying this software. So to create a new video, you can just come all the way to the top over here and just click on create a video. And you will have this, you'll be welcome to this very platform. I know this kind of looks like most video editing platforms. For example, to the left, you will have this bunch of icons that talks about your media. Usually, this is where you import all your media footage, videos, audios, images. You will import them over here. And then you can have the record and create. If you want to record your screen or you want to capture a webcam or any kind of digital device connected to your device, you can easily do that from here. You have templates. We've explained earlier, you can work from templates if you want. And then you have music and SFX, music and different kind of sound effects that you can use free of charge. Though some of them are paid, but you have access to a number of free of charge music tracks that you can easily attach to your video or to your footage during the editing. And you have stock videos. There are a bunch of stock videos that you can have access to free of charge, and you can have them to beautify your videos to make it superb and fantastic. And you have stock images as well. The same way you have stock videos, you equally have stock images free of charge, and some are paid, but you can do quite a lot with the free ones. And they are very, very fantastic and nice, depending on the kind of message you are trying to create. And then you have access to the text. There are different kind of text effects over here. As you hover over, you will be able to see the effects. You have the typewriter effect, you have the stencil, you have the circular text, and many more. So you just hover over. There are so many of them, and you can just have an idea into what it does and what benefits you stand to gain. You can caption your videos from here, and you can insert lower thirds of different types, and you can see them. As you just hover over, you will have access to all of them, and you will be able to see the preview. All you need is just to hit on this plus sign to add it to your timeline, or you can just drag and drop it into your timeline. Later, I will show you in detail how to do all this. Then you have graphics. You have a long number of graphics, which are stickers, backgrounds, frames, and overlays. You have shapes and annotations. You have different kind of stickers to just apply easily. You can just see more from here, and you have the option to explore the bunch of them over here. And then you have different kind of transitions. Transitions are important to make your videos stand professional and to look fantastic as you are hover over it, you will be able to see the effect that that transition is going to have on your video. This is close. Okay, yeah, you can see it. This is tiles. As you hover over, you will be able to see this is ink. You'll be able to see the impact it's going to have. This is wipe up. Yeah, you can see this is cross blur. You can see multiple of them. And then lastly, you have the brand kit, which is for paid users as well. So if you're interested, you can upgrade to the paid user. But for now, let's try the media. Let's start at the beginning and let's try to import some footage and do some very basic editing that anyone can use and can be able to use to edit his own video. To the right over here, you have a number of properties that you can work on, and later on we can see how to use them, such as the audio properties. You have captions properties, you have fade-in properties, you have filters. There are a number of them. Adjust colors, speed of the track, and the transitions. You can play around with many features over here. As we import the footage and as we start the editing, you'll be able to see some of these key features that you can work with. Over here, you have the blank canvas and you have the play features over here, and then you have the timeline with the respective editing features such as the undo and redo, the cut and delete features, okay, and many more other features that we experience as we move on into the editing. So the first thing is I usually give a name to my project. I used to give it a name. For example, let's say video 1 as my first video. I just hit out. The cloud update is available for upgraded version, but for now let's continue with the main version. Okay, so you can import the media. You can import your media directly by coming to this small arrow. So you have the option to browse your files within your computer and import the media, or you can browse your phone to import the media, or you can use other storage drives like OneDrive, Google Drive, Google Photos, and Dropbox. You can import media from all these locations if you have them. So let's say we are importing from my computer the standalone media that I have. So let's say we move to this file. Okay, and let's say we are importing this file. Spend time with yourself. I select the video. I can just select open and it's going to import it into the media just like so. Okay, the media bin. So this is it. This is the first method. The second method is you can select any of the media. For example, image. You can select any of the media and you can just drag it and drop it in just like so, and you see it has been dropped into the main panel. Okay, so you can see it over here into the media panel. Okay, so you can import music also if you want. If you don't have, later I can show you how to use music over here. So this is basically how to import the media into your timeline, into the media bin. So the next thing is to try and drag the video footage over here and just drop it, and you can see it has just dropped the video footage into our timeline, and then you can see the preview of the footage. So now we have the playhead. You can move around across. Okay, as you move around across the video, you will be able to see the preview over here. Okay, there are a number of things that you can see right now. You can see the increment or the timing across as you move within the timeline. So one thing you should pay attention to, you can zoom in and out of the video footage that we've imported. You can zoom in, zoom out, okay, to make it smaller, and then you can zoom in to make it bigger, and you have this feature to zoom to fit. Okay, so if you want to zoom to fit to see the complete footage, you can just hit on this and you're going to see it. It's going to fit it to the screen directly. Okay, so the next thing is we have other features like the audio properties. Once you select the like the video properties, once you select the video, you'll be able to play around with the volume over here, and then you can have the volume. You can have it increase or decrease the volume accordingly, or you can detach the audio from the video also if you want to separate them. And then you have the fade in feature. You can increase the fade in and out of the video, how it starts, okay, and how it goes out, okay, the timing, how do you want it to start and goes out. And then you can have different kind of filters. Okay, so you can filter the video, change the coloration with just a simple click, and it will change everything to a default color. And then you can adjust the color exposure. You can play around with the exposure and the saturation of this video, and then the temperature also. You can play around with the temperature. As you move down, you see it's colder, and as you move up, you see it's hotter. So you can play around with all this with just very few clicks. Okay, and then you have the contrast and many more. So feel free to just explore this, and then you can play around with the speed of the video footage. Right now it's ×1. You can make it ×2 if you want it to be faster, and then you can make it even up to ×16 to make it even very, very fast. Okay, so ×1 is usually the default. You can also just enable it to be ×1, which is the normal one. And then up here, you have different kind of features. If you want the videos to fill the entire screen, you can just click on this. And if you want to crop the video, you can crop to any location of your choice. You're free to do that with this very little feature. And once you're done, you can click on this done, or you can undo if you don't want to crop at any given point. So assuming I don't want to crop, and if you want to do picture in picture, you can do that also from here. Maybe later I will show you how to do this. You can rotate the video to any angle of your choice, and you can go ahead and keep rotating until you have it to your choice, and you can flip it horizontal or flip it vertical accordingly. So this is the very key basic features that you can use in your editing. Okay, so let's say we want to bring in some very few key tips in our editing. Let's say the first thing we want to learn is how to cut the video track. Okay, so you just move to anywhere and you want to cut at this point, create a cut at this point. You can hit the letter S and it's going to give you the cut, or you can use this split icon, okay, this scissors icon to split, and you can see now we have two clips, okay, and you can move to any location as well and press the letter S to split again if you want to split some more. Okay, so while you are doing this, you can readjust the footage accordingly. You can move them around, and then you can just readjust them if you so wish. You can move them to different tracks, and you can just readjust them by just dragging and dropping around across. Okay, so one thing you should pay attention to, the next thing that we can do is we can trim the video. If you want to trim, you can do trimming from left or trimming from right, just like we used to do in normal video editing. Okay, you can, what this does is it just crop the video from the left and crop the video from the right. If at any given point you decided you want to bring back the remaining part that was deleted, you can just come over to the edges and still drag to the right, and you will still have your video back. So another key feature that I like about this Clipchamp is that when you move a clip or when you try to trim a clip, the remaining spacing that it created, you will easily find this delete sign, which means you can easily delete. I can just delete, and you can see it covers that particular point. Okay, so if I have any two spacing that I created and I move this clip to somewhere, if I want to delete this, I can just hover over it and I can see the delete icon. Once I click on delete, it's going to give me the ripple delete, and it's going to delete and cover up the spacing. Okay, so the same way, if you have anything, you can just right click, you can copy a given clip, okay, and paste it somewhere, and then you can do multiple other things like duplicating and then playing around with the audio and muting the audio or detaching the audio accordingly, or you can delete this particular section. You can just delete just like so, and it deleted. And if you want to do ripple delete, you delete just like so. Okay, so this is the very basic. You can undo or redo if you want accordingly. Let's try to see what we can do in terms of bringing some music. If you want to add a music, you can just select over here, and you have a range of music over here. So you can just try to play around and see. You can see this somewhere in the mountain. I kind of like it, but you can just play around to see. Once you want to add any music to your track, you can just go ahead and just place on this plus sign, like I said, and you can see it has just added it to your track. So assuming I want to create a very simple intro, I can just select all these media and just move them to the right like this. And maybe I want to create an intro over here. So let's say I want to create an intro and I have this small audio inserted. Okay, so let's say I want to stop at this point and then bring in something. So let's say I want to add in some text. So this is the first method to bring in audio. The second method is you can drag and drop the audio just like so if you want. Very easy. And then let's say we want to add some text into the timeline. So let's say we have some text over here. We select and we'll do some basic text adding, or you can check around to see what kind of text you want to add depending on the kind of animations that you have over here. So let's say I like this statement and just click on it, and you can see it over here. You can increase the length of time. Okay, as you bring it in, you can see the features over here. If you want to change it, you can change it from the properties panel over here. You can see the text feature is enabled. You can change it by maybe saying Epic Mentorship over here. So welcome to Epic Mentorship, for example. this can pop up, and then you can change the font styles, different kind of fonts. You can see different kind of fonts you can change accordingly. Assuming I have this PT serif, I think I like it. You can upload custom fonts also if you are the upgraded version. Okay, so while you are here, you'll be able to have access to the key features. Okay, in terms of, you can also double click over here and see for yourself what you can edit as regards the text. Okay, so you have the option to drag it also by the side, and you can increase or decrease the line, and you can increase the length of the text. How long should it take before it comes in? So let's have a preview of it and see how it comes in. Okay, I think this kind of looks good. So let's say we make everything to fit to screen, and then you can make it a little bit smaller so that we can have the detail of. Let's zoom out so that we can see from this audio to have a cutting point. For example, this is a good cutting point because the music stops at that point. So I just hit on letter S to create a cut, and I'm going to delete the remaining part. And then maybe I try to move this to the ending point to end here so that I can see the transition as it moves out. You can see it very nicely done. Okay, so, and I don't want the background to be fully black, and we want to have a video playing on the background as well. As it comes in, a video should be playing on the background and then goes out. Okay, so to do that, all you need to do is to come to stop videos over here, and you can select any kind of stop video that shows background. So for example, backgrounds over here, and you can check on see more to see many more backgrounds that you can just play around with. For example, I kind of like this, or let's say we go with something like this. We can check around. There's so many backgrounds that you can see and make use of. For example, this kind of looks plain and nice. We can just select it, just drag it and drop it into the timeline, and let's say we have it behind our text. You can see it's been imported, and you can see our epic mentorship on it. Okay, so we can drag to trim it also to finish at this very end. You can see how it clips. Okay, that's the advantage of using this very platform. Okay, so you can see we are developing an intro into this. So let's try to have it play and just hear what it does. I think it looks cool to me, and then we can connect this to the main video. Okay, so we can just zoom to fit to screen, and then we can be able to move the other clips and just join them or connect them with the main video. Okay, so let's zoom out so we can see the connectivity. So it connects properly. Okay, so you can see. All right, so we have it connected. All right, so we have it connected, and now let's say we want to try to add a transition in between. Okay, as it moves from here to this, to make it a little bit dramatic, so it moves in a very fantastic way. So to add this transition, all you need to do is to come to transitions over here, is to come to transitions down here, and we can see a number of transitions. So let's say I like this close. Okay, so we just drag it and drop it in between, and you can see the properties also over here. You can increase the duration or decrease it, and you can do that manually also from here by just dragging across to increase or decrease the duration. So let's try to play a preview and see how it's going to look like. So you can see the transition, how it moves to the next video. So just let me do that one more time. So you can see the closing, the transition is kind of smooth and professional. Okay, I like it that way. And this is just how to create a very simple intro. You can try to play and put in some things, maybe something like a picture or a logo or something like that. You can add that and also put it to behave in any way, however you want it to behave. Okay, so you have the option to check out the graphics, and then you can add anything that you want from the graphics. For example, you can add some stickers, or you can come here and say see more and just check from the stickers and see which one can depict your message properly, and then you'll be able to just add it directly. So you can check around, and let's say we have this one, you can just add it very easily. So you can just bring it in, and you can move the timeline across it, so you'll be able to zoom it out, and then let's say we specify a position. You can put it somewhere here or somewhere here. Okay, and make it across. Okay, across. You can add some template behavior into this also if you want. Okay, and then you can put in different kind of feature. But let's say at this point, I just wanted to come in and then stay in the canvas. So you can see it. Yeah, this is kind of nice and fantastic. At least for beginner level, you'll be able to know and play around with the different kind of features, how to import all these features into your footage and be able to play around with it and do so many things with this very software. Now you can play around with all the features like we've explained. Go ahead and try it on your own, bring in your footage and attempt to edit and do so many things. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you is once you finish editing your footage and you are satisfied and comfortable with what you have and you want to export the video, all you need to do is to come over to the top over here and just click on this small drop down and you can see the video quality. You export in MP4 or you can come over here. I usually export in HD, which is 1080p. You just select it and it's going to render in that format. You can see it has started to render it and you can see the preview over here. Okay, so as it finishes, you can create a video link and share with your friends for them to be able to watch this video, or you can save it to Google Drive or upload to YouTube directly or send to TikTok or save to OneDrive or save to Dropbox and Pinterest or share it on LinkedIn directly. You can do all that from here as you just go ahead and export the video. Okay, so this is the exporting process and it's quite interesting and nice. You can go ahead and install it on your PC if you want to have it on your PC as standalone software to be able to do basic editing with it. So this is the very basics about the Clipchamp software. That does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.